「 Yeah, exactly. We have Demulant joining us here. GG's Demulant.
Thanks.
Welcome, welcome.
GG.
GG.
I saw that you got a nice little PB there. Looks like a minute 21.
Oh yeah.
If the time was accurate. Um, I did somebody get a hold of you to tell you to finish the racetime.gg? I was getting worried for a minute there because we do officially use that as the timing for the runs. And
Yeah, I just forgot about that. Dragon
didn't
Mad Queen told me about that.
Oh, good, good. I didn't want to see an upset there because I mean it's a significant difference in real time between the two. So to lose over that would be very very upsetting to everyone, including myself. I was worried. I was like, somebody please go tell him. That was good stuff though. You didn't even go for the free sub tank on Eagle stage, and you know I really thought that was going to be a potential major risk that could bite you on the ass in the end, but you got pretty good RNG honestly on the final fight for the most part. There was a couple of little tricky patterns that came out, and I noticed the right paw came over and tried to force you to take some lightning, but you jumped to the left and dodged it just in time. But for the most part, both of you had a nice easy a Velgarder Sigma fight there, and even the D-Rex tank wasn't very mean compared to some of the other stuff we've seen, especially in last night's matchups. It just you sacrifice safety for speed, and it actually paid off for a nice change of pace. And not only did it pay off, but you got yourself a nice big PB. And you know, congrats again on the PB. But speaking of it, I've noticed that you're not on the Buster Only leaderboard, and I've been told you've been doing a lot of practice lately. So are you new to Buster Only and already getting these times?
So back then I did some Buster Only challenge runs, like no boots, no upgrades and this stuff. So I got some experience already. And yeah, this week I finished my first run. So yeah, that was like my second finished run.
So you're new to the category, but not the game by a long shot.
Yeah. I also played any percent. I think it's a little bit similar when it comes to the movement.
There's definitely a lot of skills that carry over just fine to Buster Only, and I mean, it was very obvious that you're an experienced runner, whether you were new to Buster Only itself or not. Stolbolzen was in the chat telling us of your previous PB time, because I can't quite see it on my monitor where I've got your video. It's kind of far away and tiny, and I can't personally see it with these eyeballs. But I saw 43 in the chat and was like, whoa. This person's not even on the board yet with a 43. You're already a top runner, and you're not even on there. So congrats, not only on the victory, not only on the PB, but on the very, very fast progress. I mean, again, yeah, it's because of experience, but that experience is paying off in spades here, and we love to see this. This is great stuff. I hope you're enjoying Buster Only so far.
I hate the Dillo fight.
Everybody hates the Dillo fight. You know, I was gonna ask you a little something about the Dillo fight, if I can even find it to pull it up here. I'm going to make an attempt, but me and memorizing other people's routes don't go along here. But I think I found it. So we will not show that on the replay because I forgot to do a thing. Very professional here. This is what happens when I only get a couple hours of sleep, and it's all my fault. But let's see. There we kind of go. There we go. Okay, so we can see you going for the pro strat, dashing under the projectiles and trying to get them dash lemons in as best as you can. But it looked like whatever the trick is to the timing of that, which is a really strange thing. It looked like it was just giving you absolute hell. I mean, you were going for it. It looked like you were doing it right to the best of your ability, but the majority of those shots were tinking off, and it happened in the refight as well. It looked like the strategy just isn't quite paying off just yet. Now, my question to you about it is: were you just unlucky today, or what's your typical success rate with that strategy at this point?
I think the problems are, I can't answer that really because I did not practice that fight a lot. It's really hard since I'm a dasher. And it's really hard for the hand, so maybe I did the fight like 10 times like this.
Ah, okay. It gets easier as you go for sure, but as an A dasher, I've only recently become a little bit comfortable with that strategy, and what I'm finding myself doing, and I don't know if it'll work for you, but I'm literally letting go of the right side of the controller and just laying it on my leg. I'm using my index finger on A and my thumb on Y, and just kind of going back and forth doing that, and it's starting to work for me. It took a while to get used to it and get comfortable with it, though.
Okay.
But even with that, I'm not necessarily much more successful with that strategy either. It's a rough one. The timing on it is very finicky. It seems kind of inconsistent.
Is it really timing or is it RNG? I feel like it's completely random, but I don't know.
It's not completely random, whatever it is, but we can't figure out. It doesn't seem to be tied to the animations, but it seems to be a timing thing. But it's very weird. Basically, when the shots aren't connecting, all we can do is dash a little longer or a little shorter and hit him at a different time in his animation and hope for the best. That's about all it comes down to is hope for the best. But I mean, like even Tiger, who recently got the world record, he doesn't know exactly how it works. I don't know exactly how it works, and I teach this game, and like that strategy is a mystery, despite the fact that a lot of us go for it and even get it. It just I don't know how it works.
It just works.
It just works. Todd Howard made that strategy. It just works. Kaznix in the chat is saying they think the second Dillo fight was relatively good, and I have to agree it was better than the first fight went, but there was still a lot of shots tinking off, and it's just unfortunate. You got two runners taking very different approaches to this fight. One taking the safe approach and dealing steady damage, the other one trying to take the fast approach and just kind of getting screwed over, but both fights taking not the same amount of time, but similar amounts of time. I would say you still probably got through the Dillo fight faster than Kiwami did, but not by much, due to whatever that is with that strategy, RNG or whatever it may be. But I'm trying to think here if there's any other questions I have. I was supposed to write down notes, but instead I decided I'm half asleep and I didn't do that. Oh, I know what another thing I want to ask about. There was something that happened in the very beginning, Kiwami. It was on the intro. I gotta go to the correct race, not the first one. The first attempted one, I mean. Something happened with the bees, Kiwami, and it looked like you were fishing for health from the walker enemies and just didn't get it and had to backtrack and go down. Was that because you specifically wanted to do task cars, or or did you think you just didn't have enough health? What was going on there?
I would say that's a mix of both. I kind of wanted to play safe because I didn't want it to die to the bees, because I knew that if I died to the bees, that would be like a huge time loss. So I just decided to fish for health.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I can see right there. You blasted both of them. Neither one wanted to drop anything, so you went back for just the small health, which, I mean, that's costly in time as well, but not nearly so much as a death. So, I mean, very, very respectable. The last thing you want to do, especially in a tournament match, is die on the intro stage, because, I mean, what are you going to do? Reset? Your opponent's probably not going to. So definitely a good call there. Can respect it. You wound up with enough health that both of you were able to kind of go for task cars a little bit there, and Demulant actually had a really good task car, taking the optimal front D boost at the last second, lowering your health down to 1, but spawning that ship ever so slightly sooner. That was a pretty slick move, and I've been hoping to see that move out of one of our competitors here, in the tournament. So you kind of made my day with that one little tiny thing there.
I was just lucky.
I mean, luck is definitely always a factor. We all know this game is made of horrendous RNG, but I mean, there was definitely a degree of skill there. You consciously made the call to do that move at that point, and it definitely paid off. You had a pretty nice, quick intro stage, and that was all part of it. But both of you did pretty good. I've kind of run out of questions myself here, but if there's any other parts of this race that either of you would like us to look back on, or you want to talk about, or anything at all, feel free. The floor is yours.
I want to say my Sigma last fight, the Wolf Sigma, has really bad RNG in my opinion. The right claws came so often to me.
The right claw came over pretty often. And there were a couple of moments where it really tried hard to force you to hover above the left paw as it was firing lightning, but thankfully you did manage to get out of the way. Yeah, there was one of those situations right there on the replay. I don't know if you guys are able to see it, but it was an instant reaction from you, though. Like, you just instantly went to the left, and then it comes over again, and you're trying to get off onto the left paw, but the left paw is starting to fire lightning, and yeah, there was definitely a little while there where the right paw was just coming over and messing with you as much as it could. But I feel like both of you still got to spend a good amount of time just standing on the side of a paw and just casually charging. Definitely not the best RNG we've ever seen out of that fight by a long shot, but equally nowhere near the worst we've seen, thankfully. I'm honestly glad that neither of you had to deal with the worst that we've seen so far, because we've seen some pretty horrible things, and myself personally, I have seen and experienced the issue that very rarely occurs in the 1.0 cartridge, which is that one of the paws can actually bump you into the ceiling and soft lock you.
Oh, okay.
It's a very, very, very rare situation to occur, but it can occur on the 1.0 cartridge. I haven't seen or heard of it happening on 1.1 or 1.2, but yeah, that 1.0, it runs that risk. And thankfully, we haven't seen that during the tournament. I don't want to see anything like that happening to anybody. That's the biggest upset right there. But I mean, we've seen some wild stuff, and this, while not completely tame, was thankfully nowhere near on that level. Both of you were able to just finish it up first try, and like I said, I was a little worried for you, Demulant, without the sub tank, because of the things that we've seen recently in this fight. But you managed to pull it off. Sacrificed safety for speed, and it panned out. So congrats again. You're going to be moving on.
I think you're my next opponent.
As I was just going to say, you're going to be moving on to face me, and that's going to be an interesting matchup. My matches are not exactly throwaways, but the way that I have to do things in order to synchronize our streams definitely means that I'm sacrificing whatever your stream delay is. I'm sacrificing at least that much before I start. I'm not in it to win, though, so I don't care. I'm gonna have fun. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, to say the very least. But yes, you are indeed going to be moving on to face me in round 2 of the primary bracket. And Kiwami moving into round 2 of the secondary bracket, awaiting 2 other matches to go by before they can schedule their next match. But you and I will be able to get together at some point during the week here and hopefully come up with a time for it and get it going. But I do wish both of you the best of luck moving forward in the brackets here. And if there's anything else that either of you would like to say or shout out or anything of that nature, by all means, now is the time, because we are about ready to wrap this thing on up at this point.
Shoutouts to everyone.
Everyone, thank you.
Yeah, everyone.
Any final words out of you, Kiwami, before we wrap up?
So I think that everyone's shout out is really good, so I think I'm also gonna do that.
It's pretty
Like,
solid.
shout out everyone for as everyone who's organizing the tournament. I'm really glad to be participating. Like I really like joining tournaments. Like the emotion of like running a video game against someone is kind of cool.
For sure. Totally respect it, and that kind of thing is part of the reason that DMQ and I became interested in hosting such a tournament, is just because, well, it's fun. It's fun. It seems like a good way to generate some interest in the category, and I mean, the addition of having a prize pool is nice, but for me, it's not about winning. It's about getting everybody together, having some fun, and putting on some good shows. Which so far, all of our matchups here in this tournament, this one not being an exception at all, have been pretty decent shows here for everybody. So I appreciate all the runners signing up and doing what they do, because I mean, we can organize all the tournaments we want to, but without runners like you, then we don't really have anything to put on. So shout outs to everyone is definitely I'm going with that as well. Shout outs to everyone. Thanks everyone for being everyone. Yes, the prize pool can still be donated to. Let's see if this link works. It does. It is. Make sure you make a note that it's for the tournament if you are donating. That way everything can be updated properly, and we can keep everything transparent and make sure everybody knows exactly what's going on, and where the prize pool is sitting. It is currently, as you can see, sitting at $260. It will be split 50, 30, 20 amongst the top 3 competitors. Whatever it happens to be at the time the grand finals are over with. The prize pool will be open until the grand finals wrap up, after which we'll reach out to the runners and figure out how to get them their winnings, of course. But anyway, it's time to wrap this up, y'all. It's been a good one. We still have... This is actually a bit of a lie. We have another match that's going on the schedule. I believe it's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, actually, is when the next match really is. I know what you see on your screen there contradicts what I'm saying. That match is happening as well next Friday, but we just now, during this race, had another one scheduled for tomorrow, and that will go up on the schedule after this stream ends. So look forward to that. Look forward to Friday, May 13th race, and look forward to any others that may be scheduled between now and then, and or after then as well. I'm not too sure what else to say, so take care, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see y'all tomorrow for another race, and I believe it's a best of 3, but I'm not certain. We'll confirm that stuff and get it up on the schedule. But anyway, take care, everybody. Thanks again. Have yourselves a good one.
Hello, can you hear me? It's Dimuland! Berlin Dude 1, thanks for the GG! Look at the time! I'm at rank 5 now! I can't believe this! I'm just like this! And I made here and there mistakes, and I'm just now at rank 5! Sieger Zerstörer! Nice! That run was... Wait, I give you... Wait, just a second.
Hello, world.
Now you can use your redeems. I'm so happy for you, yeah! Thanks a lot! I'm also really happy. Yes! Yes! Yeah. You can now use your intense sigmas. You have also the option to use intense sigmas like this if you got the better TTV stuff. So I have to say, I think the worst stage was Umakuanga because it's hard for me to charge the button and to climb. That's a big problem. And in 100% and any percent I can just use ice. So that was a little bit annoying. We also got Iceless first try. That was really good. I think overall my movement was really good. My eagle, my first eagle had like super good RNG. But I think the Sigma fight at the end, I was so scared because of the RNG. I felt like it was really bad RNG. So yeah. Overall, it was good. But overall, not bad. Not bad. The question now is what should we do? Good job by the way for the run and the PB. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. A really good PB and we are now at rank 5. Just like that. Look at all the goals, but I only did one run. You should know. I think you see 5? That's not correct. 3 were like test runs. Buster only Mega Man X6. That is a little bit too late for that. Casual Street Fighter. Casual Street Fighter. I could do that, but I'm not sure if that will work. But we could do that if you like. I'm not sure. Sigma only Mega Man X6. I'm not sure. Bubble first 10 levels, lol. Okay, I think that's Hondo. I think I'm not really ready for Hondo at the moment. Bubble. Oh, who is online on Twitch? No one's really playing Mega Man X. Vernichtung. I think I don't have even the game, and I think it's not for SNES, right? Nee, Bubble Bubble is for Berlin, dude. It's not my game.